currently sitting at the, I forget the name of the place.
Burney Mountain Guest Ranch.
Burney Mountain Guest Ranch. And if any of you ever get to the Burney, California area, please come stay. This property is just tremendous, and the folks that own it are just super wonderful. We've had a couple days here, a couple nights, and we're heading out tomorrow, and been a nice stop. We thought we'd kind of recap and
explain.
For those of you that maybe fell asleep and think that you missed a couple episodes, surprise, you did not. Last that you knew or saw, we were at mile 750, and now we're currently at mile 1410. So we are over halfway done. We didn't time travel. It's basically, we made a decision that when we made it to Cottonwood Pass in the Sierra, we went off and went to Lone Pine. From Lone Pine, we got on a bus and traveled 6 hours to the city of Reno, Nevada, where we checked in all of our hiker garb and backpacks at the Silver Legacy Casino, and spent a few days there until we could get another bus that would take us over to Susanville, California. And then from Susanville,
we stayed a
night there. And then from Susanville, we went to Chester, California, into the trailhead there. The main reason why we decided to do that was just from a comfort level. There was still, even though it was a very fast snowmelt in the Sierra, fast snowmelt means very high, dangerous river crossings. So with combination of snow and the river crossings, we just didn't feel comfortable going in and doing that section. And originally we thought about going to Truckee, California, and hiking from there. But again, reports were that the snow conditions, still a lot of snow on the trail, and again, we did not feel comfortable. So that's why we came up to Chester. Tomorrow morning, we're heading out early because it has turned off hot. It's going to be in the 90s, and we're going to be making our way to Shasta, California, and continue our hike, and we're getting closer to that Oregon border, a little bit closer to home. And so, anything you want to add?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so for the purists out there, no, we didn't have continuous footsteps on the trail. We have skipped some sections, but I think it was the right choice. We're still potentially going to have some snow between here and the Oregon border that we're going to have to deal with, but we don't know because, again,
see when we get there.
We'll see when we get there and make decisions.
A lot of sunshine before then.
Yeah, a lot of sunshine and heavy packs.
96, I think, here tomorrow. So.
Yeah, but it's good. It was fun to come around the corner and see Mount Shasta, because the first something familiar. That's Mount Shasta. We actually knew. Where all the other mountains that we go around, we just kind of guess and look at our app and think that's what it is. But anyway, we just wanted to recap and mosquito on my head, explain what happened.
Yeah.
And hopefully I got my beard trimmed up in Reno. I got a little bit of a haircut.
I did not.
And things are going good. So we're looking forward to get back on the trail and inch our way. So it's as you look at the map that Brent puts on at the end of the video, it's going to be great seeing that star move way up in the state. It's amazing how big the state is.
California is
big.
I
mean, it seems to go on forever, and right now we're sitting kind of in a high desert similar to Central Oregon, and yeah, there'll be videos and you'll see that. So anyway, that's our recap. Happy trails.
Happy trails. Hi guys. Well, we are officially back on trail. We came into Chester and We'd taken a bus from Susanville to Chester this morning. It's about 10 o'clock. Just getting started, and we're at mile 1332. We are going through a burned out area. You can see Craig back there. Sunny is with us. If I turn around, I'll probably trip, but I think you can maybe see her back there. There she is! And so, happy to be back on trail. Nervous to be back on trail. We've been off a few days, so got to get everything, all these joints moving again. So, let me give you a little look-see. Say hi to Sunny! Hi! I'll give you a little peek at what we're looking at.
So we're in this burn section, and then all this green ground cover, which includes some of the California wild lilac, has grown back. We're kind of heading down the trail, surrounded by these dead trees with all this green kind of enveloped in here. It's kind of cool. Lori behind, Sunny back there. We got like a mile and a half to go on our, I think it was like 16.7 miles today. And whew, it's been a okay day, I guess. Give you a little shot here of what we got going on. Is way up there. I think we'll have like something maybe like 8 more miles in this burn zone tomorrow, so not too bad. But Sunny is still with us. She's just back there a little ways, and we should be getting to camp soon, and then we should try and remember to check in with you tonight. Happy trails!
o'clock. We did 16, I want to say 0.7 miles yesterday, and stayed by the Twin Lakes in the Lassen Volcanic National Park. And we're going to do about 15.9 today. We've already got like almost 6 under our belt. It's about 9 o'clock. We got up, left, probably like 5:45. Let me tell you guys, it was 30 degrees last night. That's why I have like double layers on. Got my gloves on today. Cold. Even though it's a little sunny now, it was chilly this morning. And that wind is still a little bit chilly. So, we're gonna hike a couple more hours, take a little break, and let's see. Water is in about 6 more miles, and that's what we're doing today. So, I'll give you a little look-see what we got going on. Get up here where you can see this. Look at that. We think it's Lassen's Peak. Alright guys, happy trails.
So we just came to the boundary, the north boundary of Lassen Volcanic National Park, and we're heading that way.
Not a lot different.
And no different, still burn zone. We get blessed with a few green trees every now and then and some pretty wild flowers, but for some reason this seems to be the scenic route that we're going right now.
I think a couple things we forgot to tell you guys is that the bedding pool, we did 750 and then skipped the treacherous snow. I have no desire to check out the local hospital, and I just don't have any reason to be out there in the snow. I've no snow experience, or like I'm gonna self-arrest myself on my axe, right? Or my ice axe. So we did do a milestone 1350, and you guys, we're over halfway. Isn't that exciting? I know some of you are just thinking, walk faster, mother, and that I need to make my way home a little quicker, but anyway, Jenna, can you compute that out for me? Because, you know, it's too much math for me, so anyway, just wanted to give you the updates on that, and let you know when 1400 comes. Bye guys, happy trails!
That on the right is Chaos Crag, and then on the left is the Southern Chaos Crag.
This is a wild lilac field. I should say hillside. So the fragrance is amazing.
The last mile or so we've been walking through these trees, which have clearly been planted because they're all in a row, and fire has gone through, charred the outside, but still some green. But it's interesting, every so often you get a road or a berm like this each direction, And I suspect it was put into place so that if they did ever come in to cut these trees, make access a little bit easier. But at least for us on the trail, it's nice because it's shady. And even though it's not hot today, I can imagine if it was July or August coming through here, it'd be pretty warm. So the shade would definitely be nice. Anyway, just a quick view of what we're going through right now. Good morning. Kind of recap our morning so far. We got a little later start today. It's 6 a.m. instead of 5:30. It was chilly again. Coats and gloves were mandatory. And we started off by seeing and walking through the subway cave, which was, how many feet was it, Lori?
1,000 feet.
About 1,000 feet we were able to walk through. When Mount Lawson, lava tunnel, when Mount Lawson exploded and created the lava flow down into the valley, and all the lava that we're tripping over as we're going down the trail. Yesterday we did 18.6 or 7, and we reunited with our friend Atlas. And we'll send some pictures. You remember him from early days with him and Sonny, and then he's going southbound right now. And so we were able to meet up with him and chat and stay at the campsite together last night. And he's heading south towards Chester. We're heading north towards... No, it starts with a B. Burney. Sorry, I can't think. You'll see some videos, pictures of our first glimpses of Mount Shasta, which was exciting because it's the first geographic landmark that we actually recognize and know. We didn't have to guess or look at our app and try to figure out, I wonder what that is. I mean, besides the Sierras, because the Sierras are obvious because they're huge and immense and all right there. We did find out an interesting tidbit about the burn zone that we're going through, or went through. That fire actually happened back in 2009. There was 800 lightning strikes, which created 47 separate fires and burnt, was it 9,000 acres?
I don't know. Insert picture.
Insert picture, Brant. It was either over 4,000 acres or 9,000 acres, but quite the devastation. And that's kind of, I don't know if it was named the Dixie Fire, but it actually went through the Hart Valley. Hat Creek Valley, excuse me. I can't keep things straight. But anyway, Lori's up ahead laughing at me, which this pretty much happens every day. Especially when I trip on a rock, and she just says rock after I've tripped over it. It's kind of funny, we've kind of created a rhythm when we hike together. She's in front, I'm in back. We'll hear bug, and there's usually a beetle or something in the middle of the trail, and we don't want to step on it because that's bad luck. Or she'll say poop, because there's poop on the trail. We're not quite sure where the poop came from, but some animal decided to leave it on the trail. But then she always says rock, but that's after I've already tripped on it, and just adds insult to my stumbleness and my ego. But anyway, yeah, she does say scoochie sometimes because there's a lizard up ahead. So that's kind of how we spend our day on the trail, amusing ourselves. But let me pause it. I'm going to turn around so you can see proof of life for Lori and also see what we're seeing. All right, this is what we're walking through. Pretty flat. We had a 500-foot ascent earlier after we went through the cave. I think Lori has her hiker legs because she mountain goat right up. But we're kind of seeing a lot of shrubbery, a lot of these plants with the yellow flowers. There, I tripped again. Yeah, we'd like to know what they are, but we haven't been able to figure it out. Sagebrush, mountains in the distance. We've gone through some tree farms, so a little bit of everything. Temperature, it's really nice. It's probably in the 50s, 60s right now. So we've got about 11 more miles to go for the day, and we'll stop there and catch up with you a little bit down the trail. Good evening.
Good evening.
We're coming to you live from Cache 22, meaning we're at a water cache. I don't know what the 22 is for.
It's like catch 22, but it's cache 22.
Cache 22. Anyway, there's a gentleman that lives about 100 miles away, but he maintains a tank that's full of water. And
this part of the trail.
At this part of the trail, which is great because otherwise it would have been a 23, 24 mile water carry. 25 from Old Town to the next water source. So it's really nice to have it.
Old Station.
Old Station. What did I say? Old Town. Old Station. Sorry. Today we did 17.2? 17.3. We did over 17 miles. And we're at camp here tonight. It's just us and Sunny's in her tent over there. Tomorrow we have another 16 or so miles that we have to go to Burney. We'll be staying at the Burney guest ranch, and we'll be taking a zero there and resupplying for our next stage, which will be Burney to Shasta. And so we're getting some reports that there is some sporadic snow here and there. We're not quite sure what that means, and temperatures are getting warmer. Today was 75, looking like 80s for the next few days. In some areas, reports of getting close to 90 or 100. So that should melt some of the snow, but it takes a little bit of time depending upon how much has been built up. But we're just gonna surge ahead and take each day as it comes, and if it's dicey, well, we'll figure something out. We go around or something. But anything you want to add?
Stay tuned for a milestone tomorrow.
Milestone tomorrow. Unfortunately, Lori is experiencing what I experienced several weeks ago, where her air mattress is going flat. And mine's staying inflated since I got a new one. I got a brand new one back in Ridgecrest. And so we're going to start the process of a warranty claim, and we know how to do it now since I've already done it, and so hopefully we'll be able to get her a new one soon. Otherwise, all in all, things are going pretty good. The terrain is, again, different, and it's kind of like we're in high desert, very similar to Bend, Oregon area. Being at that high desert, that's what this reminds me of. And but we're having a good time. We're doing well. And we're looking forward to getting into the guest ranch and taking a zero and relax after this. What have we been on the trail? 5 days? 5 days on the trail. So, and actually taking a shower and just getting the dirt, grime.
As the wind blows by. Asphalt.
Yeah. You know, going through those burn sections, I mean, it's incredibly dusty. And we're incredibly dirty. So anyway, we're gonna hunker down and relax for the rest of the night, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Happy trail. Good morning. We got going about 5:30 this morning. A little bit warmer today, so we thought it would be smarter to get up and get some miles in before it gets too hot. Plus the fact that we only have 16 miles today to get to the guest ranch where we're going to be zeroing. So it's a beautiful morning, sun's coming up. We're about 2 miles in. Sunny and Lori are up ahead. I had to take a little break, so I'm in catch-up mode now. Heading down. A lot of descent today, a little bit of ascent, but heading down into the valley. Again, kind of like we mentioned earlier, high desert type terrain, similar to Central Oregon is what it reminds me of. Coming up on a lake here. Let me turn the camera around. You can kind of get a view of what we're seeing. So here's a new dynamic. Not only do we have rocks on the trail, now we have hoof prints that have gone through when the trail was wet, and have these huge indentations that have now dried that we have to walk through. So what otherwise would be a smooth or semi-smooth trail is all jagged, and you got to take it a little bit slower, and it's honestly a pain.
Okay, so we hit our 1,400 milestone. Oh, there's a squirrel. And we just saw 4 deer, 2 bucks, 2 does. And there's kind of a marker on the ground, but I think it's been a little tromped on by cows, and somebody back there wouldn't let me rebuild it. So anyway, we hit 1,400. Whoop whoop. Betting pool losers. We made it this far. Anyway, we'll chat with you later. Happy trails.
we hope you enjoyed this video. We just wanted to add this on because as you watched, you saw a section where we were hiking through the Hat Creek Burn, and you may have noticed a firefighter, and that is our good friend Brant, who does our videos, and he was a hot shot during that fire, fought that fire, and he surprised us by throwing those in. So we hurried and made this little video just to let everybody know, and he made the comment to us that he didn't think that that would ever surface or have an opportunity to surface again. And here we walked through that fire zone that he worked in as a hot shot, and he was able to add that to our video. That's
cool.
That's pretty cool. He had warned us because we obviously got to preview the video before it gets posted on YouTube, and he said I added some personal pictures, and we were like, what on earth could he add?
We couldn't think for the life of us.
We hurried and watched it, and they popped up, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. And so Brant, yes, we really appreciate you putting in that, and it put some context into our hike, and
cool.
And so we just wanted to let everybody know. So again, hope you're enjoying the videos, and we'll see you down the trail.
Happy trails.